Okay, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Complete Solo Run here in Toontown Rewritten. Um, I, I've delayed making this episode for quite some time because, this is the episode where I talk about the wild and how our season is now over. Uh, what tasks do I need? Oh, well, before I do that, actually. Before I do that, let's go back home and got a nice little surprise for you guys. If the game decides to take us home, there we go. Where are you? There we go. We've done it. We've finally gotten our doodle that is going to take us through the rest of the game. Maxine. Uh, yeah. Now, Maxine is orange here. My goal is to have the doodle, the color of the doodle match the color of the tune. I might not do that for, well, the actual tune in Maxine and Professor Layton, but, well, definitely for my other four. Kristoff is going to be red. My actual main tune, Christopher, is going to be yellow. And I think my fourth tune is named John, right? Yeah, John. His doodle's going to be brown. So, yeah. Now, I haven't bought any tricks yet. It's just jump. So I say jump, and then Maxine's like, what? What's a jump? How do I jump? Wow, doodles are great. Hey, hey, Maxine. Get over here, Maxine. You can do it. Jump. Yay! Can you jump again? Nope. Can you jump again? No. Okay. I don't remember the exact stats there are on the doodle, and I don't think there's a way to check, but it's a Dreamland doodle, so not that bad. I believe Maxine has Never Hungry and Rarely Confused on, so past that, I'm not actually that positive. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to check. Let's feed the doodle. Do I have any jelly beans? Yes, I do. Here. Here's a yellow jelly bean for you, Maxine. Yes. Okay. I don't teleport. Go to Toontown Central. Okay. So, before I talk about the wild getting, I don't want to say destroyed, but losing in 5 games to Terracinca Blues after outshooting them, outplaying them for, I would say, 4 of those 5 games. I'm talking about the other series because that's yeah. Firstly, the game crashed. Let's try again. So, Chicago, Nashville. This is a series where I remember saying Nashville was going to win game 1. Wow. I was right. They won game 1. Was not expecting Nashville to sweep Chicago. I didn't think there was any way Nashville was going to win that series. And boy, did they win that series. I mean, I don't know. Just Nashville looked really strong. Chicago just kind of like, whatever. It's playoffs. So, whatever, it doesn't matter to us. We've already won 3 Stanley Cups in like 7 years. Well, they won 3 Stanley Cups in 5 years, but in the last 7 years, they've still won 3 cups, I believe. Right? Because last year the Pens won. The year before that, it might have been the actually, it might have been the Hawks. Yeah, it was the Hawks, wasn't it? Well, my point still stands because the year before they win this massive streak, they lost the cup. So therefore, it's still 3 cups in 7 years. Yes, we'll go with that. But I mean, how Nashville was able to sweep Chicago, I'm not entirely sure. What's my task, by the way? I gotta go to Anna's Cruises, okay. Is it Anna or Anna? I don't know how to say that name. Ugh. Whoever it is that's on Terror Tennis. I'm sure I'm saying the terror wrong. Tenor. I don't know. It's a music term. I don't know music very well. But yeah, the Anaheim Ducks swept the Calgary Flames. Honestly, I mean, I wasn't expecting Calgary to sweep, or Anaheim to sweep Calgary, but I think I said that game was going to go to Game 7, or that series was going to go into Game 7. It didn't. And I can't say I'm that surprised. Calgary just looked terrible. Granted, Calgary's been amazing coming into these playoffs. Just ran Anaheim and got slaughtered. Edmonton, San Jose. This was kind of an interesting series. This was a very back and forth series, and in fact, there's only one game that really I hit a cog. This is why you shouldn't look at your map whilst running. Oh well. But it was a really back and forth series for all, I would say, 5 of the 6 games. It could have gone to either side, really. The only game I say couldn't have is the one that San Jose won 7-0. And yet San Jose got eliminated by the Edmonton Oilers 4-2, which is interesting. Edmonton actually looks really good. Going on to the Rangers-Habs series. I have known the Rangers had a strong team. I don't remember if I picked Montreal or the Rangers. I probably picked Montreal. Actually, yeah, I think I picked Montreal, but honestly, the Rangers have looked solid all year, coming from the toughest division in the NHL this year, and I mean, they really proved it. Because Montreal has looked amazing these past few games, or at the end of the season, or all season, really. Especially towards the end of the season, and look, they just got shut down by the King. Okay, so thanks for coming so quickly. Yeah, so quickly. It's only been 3 weeks since I've last seen you. Seems like Hogs made off with tickets. Oh god, I gotta fight Gladhanders? Great. Is there a Gladhander invasion? Isn't this building used for something else? I remember going to this building for a different task. I guess not the task I was thinking of. Nope, no Gladhander invasion. Okay. That being said, the Rangers looked amazing in that series, and the Ottawa Bruins series. Both those teams just looked, I don't want to say terrible, but not great. I said that, now Ottawa is up 2-0 against the Rangers, which it's just like, because I remember saying Ottawa would win that series, but they've looked so inconsistent that there's no way they're going to get past Montreal. Well, they don't have to get past Montreal. They gotta get past New York. Oops, it's not Salvat Street. Okay. And then probably my favorite series of the first round: Capitals, Maple Leafs. What a series this was! I mean, the Capitals look amazing. They are just an amazing team, and it's really impressive how good that team is. But the Maple Leafs, they hung right with them. I mean, they absolutely did. They looked great. They looked like they knew what they were doing. They forced 5 overtimes in the series. They lost three of those, but they forced 5 overtimes against the best team in the league. This Maple Leafs team looks amazing. They look incredibly strong, and they're gonna win a Stanley Cup eventually. With Nylander, Austin Matthews, I mean, heck, even Bozak, when they're veterans. Just, that team looks great. JVR. If this team's gonna win a Stanley Cup, there's no doubt about it. It's not a matter of luck. It's just gonna be a matter of time. But this is the Capitals' year, and let's see if they can actually convert on one of their Presidents' trophies into a Stanley Cup. I'm looking for glad-handers, right? Anywhere. Okay, well, it's anywhere. So I might transfer districts. Or I might just teleport to sub out HQ. But they looked great. Now, the Pens, Blue Jackets, I really thought the Blue Jackets would win the series. The Blue Jackets have looked great all year, just they ran into the defending Stanley Cup champions, and Penguins have looked flat coming into these playoffs. They didn't look flat in that series, and they don't look flat now. They have a 2-0 lead on the Capitals. Both those games in Washington, so not so flat now. So yeah, I guess I can talk about the Wild Blue series. I'll talk about this a little more in depth, because I actually watched every game, sadly. And well, I actually don't remember how much I talked about the first 3 games of the series. But basically, for those 3 games, Wild looked amazing. Got destroyed by Allen. Okay. Game 4, a little bit different story. Wild didn't look as good. They did not look as good to look in the first 3 games. However, Dubnyk able to keep everything out of the back of the net. Wild win that game 2-0. Which, I mean, the Wild in that game, they came to play. They knew what they're doing. Just, I don't know. When you're down, what is this camera angle? Did I get the thing, by the way? No. When you're down 3-0 in a series, it's hard to get momentum going. It's really hard. They somehow did it. They won that game. Then, Game 5. Back in St. Paul. I'm talking about this game for quite some time. Okay. The first 10 minutes. Ooh. Oh my god. Could you have played worse hockey in the first 10 minutes of this game? Just absolutely terrible. I think the shots were at some point like 8-1. Nothing Dubnyk can do. Led into one against the Tarasenko. Which actually, the Wild did a great job all series of keeping Tarasenko out of any chance of scoring. They pinned him down, didn't give him any real chance. However, when you're playing that bad, a guy like Tarasenko's going to find the puck. He's going to find the back of the net. 1-0. A little later, Steen from Parayko. 2-0. And then, past that, Wild is like, okay, let's get some together. Let's go, guys. Got some together. And they started to dominate the game. And honestly, from that point on out, they dominated this game. Before the end of the first period, Suter from, I believe, Spurgeon, yeah, I think. It should have been Spurgeon. Whatever. Suter scores 1-2. We go into the second period. Wild destroy St. Louis again. Don't put in the back of the net. Ugh. Yeah. Then, third period, again, Wild looking great. Still 2-1 game at this point. And then, Dubnyk lets in something he probably... I mean, you can't blame him for letting that shot in, but at the same time, I mean, you gotta have that Dub. You gotta have that Dubnyk. Cognition's begun. Yes, soon, okay. Let's go back. It's the same district, I don't remember. Whatever. So then... I forget who actually put it in the back of the net. It might have been Stahl. But... was it Stahl? I don't know. Anyways. Let's just say Stahl, okay? So Stahl puts it in the back of the net. However, it's waved off for goal interference. Because, well, was it Niederreiter or Palmville? I think it was Niederreiter. I should have looked at this. I should have looked at this before starting this episode. Because I'm going to talk about this for a bit. Niederreiter, basically, he's in the crease. He makes a little contact with the goalie, but okay, that's nothing to stop him from making the save. He gets out of the crease for a bit and then gets shoved in by the Blues defensive player into the goalie, and might have actually hit Palmville the more I think about it. And then it goes into the net. This waved off for goal interference, which, okay. On the ice, yeah, sure, ref. Okay, you can call it goal interference. I mean, they originally had a call for goal interference in the Pens Caps game just yesterday. Today's April 30th, by the way. 1-5, so the Blues Predators game is going to happen in an hour. I mean, they called it off initially. That got challenged and it was overturned. Because while there was contact, yeah, the goalie could reset. And in fact, the player was actually pushed in by the defending team, by the defending Caps player. So that's not goal interference. Someone tell me how getting shoved in to the Blues goalie there is goal interference. You can say, well, he didn't make an attempt to get out of the way. What do you want him to do? He's on ice. They play this game on ice. When you're being shoved into the goalie, what do you want him to do? I mean, it's not like he can just... He's already 2 feet away from him. Gets shoved in. Where's he going to go? Nowhere. He's going to go right into the goalie. And while he may have not have made any real attempt to get out of the way, well, besides, he's getting out of the crease initially, and then he got shoved in by the Blues player, and that's how the goal happened. But that's not goal interference. That is not goal interference. It's not. I mean, the only thing I could see is the initial contact being said, hey, okay, that's where your goal interference is, the initial contact for them to make the save. But it didn't. In no way did that adjust Allen's position in any way. It just didn't. That should be a good goal. And at this point, well, I guess I didn't really talk about Stahl getting destroyed. Well, Stahl got tripped, essentially. Stahl got tripped, slid into the boards, and, well, got a concussion from it. He's out for the rest of the game, and, well, I guess the rest of the season, considering this last game of the season. I mean, a scary hit. You could have absolutely called a penalty on it. Absolutely. And, they didn't. Which, I don't know. What do we do? Okay. I'm not going to complain that there wasn't a penalty called on that play. But you could have absolutely called a penalty on that. And I don't think anybody would complain. So yeah, they reviewed this call as a coach's challenge because Bruce is like, yeah, this is not goal interference because it's not goal interference, and they reviewed it. The refs looked out on their tiny little iPads, like, yes, I see. Yeah, that guy in the green jersey was pushed in by a guy in the white jersey, I think. Or is that just a white pixel? I can't tell. Why they use iPads for reviews, I'm not sure. It's just, I don't know. But yeah, how that's goal interference, I really don't know. Is the building, it's Cog building great? Seconds reviewed, they call it no goal. The crowd chants bullshit because, well, I don't blame them. Which is nothing quite like hearing that on national TV. That's that's something else. Um, yeah. And then I think a minute later, the Wild get a makeup call. Just like, is it a hold on? Who had the hold? I'm looking up real quick. Uh, where was it? Yeah, okay. Was it a hold? Did Bouwmeester hold Greenland? Yes, absolutely. Is that a call you make in the playoffs? No, not at all. That that is not a call you make in the playoffs. It's absolutely a makeup call. So here's my question for you refs. If you know that the call you made for the goal interference is wrong, and you know this because you're calling a makeup call later in the game, just slightly after this, why not just call it a good goal? Because you're like, you clearly understand that you made the wrong call, and my connection server's not exactly broken. But how do you, after review, call it no goal, and then pretty much instantly afterwards give the Wild the makeup call? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's ridiculous, honestly. Oh. So yeah, the Wild get the makeup call, end up scoring on the power play, and obviously the Blues fans are now complaining because like, well, that's not a hold, even though it's clearly a hold. Okay, it's not something you call in the playoffs, but it's a hold. Don't complain after you've gotten gifted with that freaking with with a no goal interference call. Okay. Ugh. So they convert on that, and then a little afterward, well, who scored the goal? Koivu? Yeah, Koivu from Niederreiter and Granlund. You know, make a 2-goal game, and obviously this Wild team is just furious. You can tell by their body language, you can tell by their playing that they're like, this is ridiculous. What is going on? How do you call a game like this? They're just furious. And yeah, you can tell. They get that one by Allen, make it 3-2. Zucker ties the game up 3-3. And this team is still pushing. Oh. Which honestly, that's all you can expect. That's all you could ever want from a team, is to just push. And by the way that this team is celebrating, just on the bench after every goal, like, I love this team. You can tell how passionate they are. Like, when the Blues score a goal, it's like, woo, we scored, yeah, yeah. Who cares? But it's like when the Wild scored those 2 goals, just everybody in that bench is just celebrating. They're like, finally, this, like, they're just relieving frustration. Whereas the Blues, they know that they are stealing the series, and they stole it. Oh, anyway, that was fun to see. But then yeah, Malls keep pushing. They start put. Then it goes to overtime. They push throughout the overtime for 10 minutes, and then uh, missed coverage by I don't remember his name. I want to say Scandella, but I don't care. I haven't watched that goal again. So just a missed assignment from Saboka to Payarvi. It's in the back of the net. That's the end of the season. And yeah. I mean, it's been a fun season. Oh God, I would so much rather continue to watch this team ran by Bruce Boudreau than Mike Yeo, because Mike Yeo, oh, God, is this St. Louis team boring to watch? They truly are the cure for insomnia. Oh, it's just trap, 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 trap. That's their play style. That's always been Mike Yeo's play style. You can't say it's not effective, but I complain about this in the video games as well. And my internet connection is not being broken. These servers suck. But yeah, it's been a great season. It's been great following this team. Their 12-game winning streak as well. Not so great when we're in that massive slump throughout all of March, but again, this team really fun to watch. They've been fun to watch all year. And well, gotta wait till the start of next season. Sometime in October, probably like October 12th or something. But yeah, it's been a great year. I'm not sure I could have asked for much more. I mean, this team. I mean, Stanley Cup were nice, but with I would say with Washington in there, they did not win the Stanley Cup, but Washington's down 2-0 against Pitt. I'm 12 seconds in. How have you already crashed Toontown? Yeah, but it's been a great year for this team. Granlund and Niederreiter had career years. I guess so did Dubnik as well. They just look great. Eric Stahl looked amazing all year. And I don't see any reason why this team won't be as good next year. I mean, we're not losing anybody. We're going to get a few prospects such as Joel Eriksson Ek up into the actual team, I would assume. I mean, this team looks great. Bruce Boudreau really knows how to coach a team in the season. I can't say he did anything wrong in the playoffs. I quit. Ugh. The rest of the episode's gonna be a podcast now. What the heck? Joey! Make your game work. Oh, well. It's been a fun year. It's been a really fun year. And I'm ready for next season. I guess I'll briefly mention my picks for the next series is Blues, Preds. I'm going Preds. Anaheim, Edmonton. I want to go Anaheim. I'm going to go Anaheim still, even though down 2-0. I want to go Rangers, even though down 2-0. And I'll go Caps, even though down 2-0. So, look for the Blues, Edmonton, Pittsburgh, and Ottawa Senators to win these series. Because that's how good I am at picking things. But it's been a fun year of hockey. I'll continue commenting on the playoffs. I'd like to comment on F1 a little bit as well, considering we've had 4 races. I think I've commented on 1, maybe. But yeah. Till then, I'll see you guys next time. It's probably a shorter episode than usual, but Whatever. See ya.